He was synonymous with one of the biggest fast food chains in the world. His weight loss journey not only was good for business, but it also inspired millions across the nation. However, behind the scenes, he was involved in very disgusting habits that would land him in prison. Let's take a look back at Jared, the Subway spokesman that fooled us all. After working a typical 9-to-5 shift, many find making dinner to be somewhat of a hassle. The alternative for most of us is to just drive over to a nearby fast food place and order something hot and ready.
Pizza.
While this is a relatively quick and easy way to solve our hunger problem, it usually isn't the healthiest solution. Most items on restaurant menus routinely will be high in salt, extremely greasy and full of calories. But constant visits to the drive-thru will most likely lead to unfavorable results for one's health. And that would be the story for Jared Fogle. For years, Jared lived an unhealthy lifestyle with a poor diet that consisted of mostly junk food. When he graduated high school, he found himself morbidly obese, weighing nearly 430 pounds. Fogle vowed to clean up his act once and for all, and came up with a rather unusual plan to shed the fat without cutting out restaurant food completely. Among the giants in the fast food industry, Subway was considered one of the healthiest and least expensive options for eating out. The chain has always allowed consumers to fully customize their sandwiches with an assortment of lean meats and fresh vegetables. Jared would implement a diet of 2 Subway footlongs a day and make an effort to walk daily for exercise. Almost like magic, he found success with the unique diet plan, and he was able to slim down tremendously. The word would spread about his unusual transformation story, thanks to an article written about him in a local paper. Soon after the article gained some traction, Subway's marketing team would reach out to Jared for more details about what he was able to accomplish. In the end, they struck a lucrative deal with Jared to be a spokesman for the healthy restaurant chain. Soon the entire world learned about the man that was once extremely overweight, that strictly ate at Subway to lose hundreds of pounds.
How great is this? Just me and this delicious new Subway sub. No distractions, nobody bugging me. This rules.
Stop in today and try an all-new delicious regular 6-inch Thai sesame chicken sandwich for just $2.49.
Wow, this new sub tastes incredible. This is gonna be huge.
Jared was featured in numerous commercials, promoting the healthier alternative to juicy burgers and salty French fries. Millions dealing with weight issues were inspired by Fogle and his drastic change. Instead of buying a greasy meal, more and more people opted to get a sandwich from Subway due to the story of Jared. Jared, being the focal point in advertising, had helped the company grow tremendously over the years. For quite a while, things were going good for the Subway spokesman. He was making great money, he started a family, and became fairly famous in a short amount of time. But the skeleton soon began to creep out of the closet. A few years after the successful venture with the chain, Jared established his very own non-profit foundation. Its mission was to spread childhood obesity awareness and provide tools for parents struggling with the issue within their family. On the surface, it seemed like a respectable endeavor, but more details would emerge that would suggest otherwise. In 2015, the lead director of the Jared Foundation, Russell Taylor, was arrested for charges pertaining to sexual exploitation of minors, including possession of X-rated content. Russell, along with his wife, were found to be involved in predatory behavior, such as secretly filming underage girls inside their home. The evidence gathered was quite disturbing, and the findings led to them being sentenced to nearly 30 years in prison. Jared attempted to distance himself from the pair after they were arrested, but he too was about to get exposed for having a very dark side as well. During the investigation that led to the arrest of the director and his wife, when their house was raided by law enforcement, they discovered hundreds of photos and videos of minors that had been traded with Jared. This gave the police probable cause to raid the home of Fogle and arrest the Subway spokesman.
Breaking news, this on Jared Fogle.
This view from Skycam 6. Federal and state investigators taking items out of Fogle's house this morning. And tonight, there are big questions in this case. What were they looking for? And is this case about Fogle? We have live team coverage tonight, and we start with RTV6's Jack Reinhardt.
The FBI acquired a large amount of incriminating evidence on his computers, phones, and storage devices that was quite undeniable, including sexual text messages regarding minors ranging from the ages of 9 to 16. Immediately and publicly, Subway wisely cut ties with their golden goose after the news broke. It was quite the black eye for the company, after championing him for well over a decade. His wife also decided to end their 5-year marriage after the charges were filed. With all the evidence stacked against him, the 37-year-old Jared decided to take a plea deal, admitting to the sexual misconduct regarding minors. He was sentenced to nearly 16 years in federal prison. Shortly after his arrival, Jared was badly beaten by a fellow inmate, as his kind is often a target behind bars. What do you think about this story? Did you suspect someone like Jared to be a child predator? Leave a comment below and let me know.